If you can hear me, write in the chat. Yes, audio is okay. Perfect. Perfect. So let's get started with live trading. As you know, we stopped doing it for a while. I was creating 3.0 course. I was working on some other things, but now we are back. For many of you, I believe, is the first live with me. Make sure that you stay connected and that you attend next lives also, because every live will have something different. Of course, if there are trades, we enter trades. If there are no trades, we go through the market, and of course, many lessons will be taught during these live trading hours, basically. Usually we go live between 30 minutes and 1 hour, depending on how much stuff we have to talk about. And keep in mind that you can ask me questions anytime in the chat. A lot of times we also do a lot of question and answer. I answer the questions. Sometimes it's hard to answer all the questions. So if I skip your question, just write it again. And the only rule that I have is to not say, hey man, look at USD CAD. Hey man, look at GP, JPY. Just, you need to send your own chart. I take a look at your chart, and then after that, after taking a look at your chart, I take a look at mine. For example, right now, Lucas sent us a chart, and this is his chart. This is NZD CAD. NZD CAD, I really like this setup because NZD CAD overall is pretty bearish, a lot of bearish pressure overall. Here we just took out internal liquidity, so we just took out the previous high. And after taking out the previous high, we zoom in more into this. We take out Asian range liquidity, we take out previous high, and we create change of character. This could be an entry. Let's go check on my chart. NZD CAD is also one of my favorite setups. And of course, just from the 4 hours after taking external liquidity, we're now going for internal liquidity. Now keep in mind that we might take more internal liquidity and maybe pull up all the way. I need to get the pro version. I don't know why it didn't renew automatically, because I had it last year. Anyway, we could pull up all the way to this one, taking all the internal liquidity, this internal liquidity, everything. But anyway, we are trading intraday. So we zoom in, as Lucas was doing, and we can notice that, yes, we do have this strong bullish momentum, but we just took out previous high, and after taking out previous high, we have Asian range right here. Zooming in 5 minutes, we push above the Asian range. After pushing above the Asian range, we also take out the previous high, which was right here. So internal liquidity is taken. After taking out internal liquidity, what do we create? We create a change of character. So yes, the bias, the analysis is correct. Just keep in mind that if we look at it from another point of view, this is just a breakout structure to the upside, breaking this structure right here. After breaking this structure, so after taking external liquidity, we just go to take internal liquidity, which is this, and also the Excel indicator tells us that this is also equal lows that are getting grabbed for a possible continuation to the upside. Now, if we are bullish, however, I would say that the bearish bias, also thanks to the previous high right here, is pretty good. Therefore, I would also prefer these sells from here. I'm just showing you that it can be traded also the other way around. In case you look at it from a bullish perspective, we have this breakout structure to the upside. So if external liquidity is taken, we go for internal liquidity, which can be taken, and maybe we reach this order block right here. to then just go for, again, external liquidity and grab this high. However, I would say that the bearish analysis is very, very good, and I like it. Possibly, let me see the 1 minute. Okay, and it wasn't mitigated. So this is very good order block. We might also just reach this one though, which is a pretty good order block because it manipulates and breaks structure. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I shared on Discord a backtesting file right here. Let me see if it's here or nope. Backtest and tips, perfect. Backtesting file on how to find the best order blocks, higher timeframes, but also works for lower timeframes. And then I explain it in a video. And this is what I'm talking about. We manipulate and break to the downside. This is very good order block. Now, also this is a very good order block because it manipulates and breaks to the downside. And they are, all three are not mitigated, but I would say that an entry either from, well, this is actually mitigated. But I would say that an entry either from the higher one or the middle one could be a very good entry. So let's keep going. Again, if you have questions, if you want to send your chart, send it. We have 120 people connected. That's very nice to see. Let's go on gold. So gold is having a very strong bearish pressure. However, I believe this is just a retracement in order for us to continue overall bullish, especially if we go on the daily, as inflation is really rising on gold. I also pay attention to some fundamentals. Here we have a very nice order block that manipulates and breaks, which means that it manipulates to the downside right here, and then breaks to the upside. It's a very strong order block. Also, we refine it on 4 hours. Let's go and refine it. Is this order block right here? Perfect. Which is exactly where we are at right now. We are here right now in this moment. We go on 5 minutes and we can notice that we have a nice Asian range, manipulation to the downside on the Asian range. And in this case, we have, let me see, we have this break to the downside and break to the upside. I would say that overall, this is not a very strong confirmation because I would prefer to see a stronger manipulation. Let me see right here, a stronger manipulation. So for example, a range created, a manipulation and a change of direction in order to continue for buys. But however, this is what we are looking for, basically. Perfect. So, keeping in mind that overall on high time frames, if we look at the 1 hour, we are very, very bearish, and it's hard to catch the bottom when we have this very, very strong bearish pressure. But we need to keep in mind that at the same time, on higher time frames, on the daily, we are at a very, very strong area which needs to be considered. We need to keep in mind that we are at this strong area on the daily. It's a huge area, therefore we cannot just trade off of it randomly, because of course we can go lower into this area, we can go here, have a change of character here, and continue to the upside. But I would say that small risk positions from here could be taken. Very small risk because of what I just said, but they could be considered. Now, not saying to enter, but I would say that according to the strategy and to the confirmations that we are looking for, they can be considered for buys. I'm personally not entering on this one. So keep in mind that I'm not entering on this one personally, but from analysis point of view, this can be a position that we consider. It's not our favorite one, and therefore, in case it will be taken, in case I will take it, I will enter with a very, very low risk. But because we are on the daily, on a very big order block, I would prefer for better confirmations, and I would prefer to enter on the way up. So instead of just entering, trying to catch a bottom, let me explain to you this concept real quick. And by the next time, I better have the pro version of TradingView. Instead of trying to catch the bottom here, I would prefer entering on the way up. So once we have better confirmations, possibly enter on the way up. Now, of course, after we take external liquidity, what happens? We go take internal, we might have a pullback to a lower area to continue. So keep in mind these things. Any question? I'm not seeing the chat very active. Are you recording? Yes, I'm recording. Let me delete these things right here quickly. And by the way, if you are on the Signal channel and you're watching this, if we enter any position, we also send it. GU. We have an analysis on GU still by Lucas. We have internal liquidity taken, yes. Push to the downside, yes. External liquidity being targeted, yes. Very good analysis. I was looking for sells here this morning. It didn't play out because we never retraced to our entry, but it was very good analysis compared to buys. Buys played out right here. We had this change of Carter here, pullback for a possible entry to catch this move, but this could easily be a fake change of Carter because the overall bias is bearish, and therefore it's very, very easy that we create a fake change of Carter, and here we just continue to the downside. Therefore, I didn't take any buy. I kept waiting for my overall sells to play out, but we didn't get an entry. EURUSD instead was pretty good, but not, again, didn't meet my criteria for entry, because as GU was bearish, also EU, in my opinion, was bearish. Therefore, I was looking for sells. Here we took out Asian lows. I was not looking for buys because I was bearish. Here we take out Asian highs, and after taking out Asian highs, we didn't create, in my opinion, a very good change of Carter. On the 1 minute here, we did have it on the 1 minute, but however, on 3 minutes, this was just, break structure retracement to demand for a possible continuation. Otherwise, if it would have been a clearer setup, I would have taken these sells from here. However, of course, I didn't, because I also didn't send them out. Gold, we have it here. Perfect. So at the moment, keep in mind that we are looking at gold for overall buys, possibly on the way up and not trying to catch a bottom. That would be the best option. But keep in mind for the next days also. Keep in mind for the next days. Of course, we will also go live next week. If anything changes, I will update you on gold. Let me connect my mouse real quick. Let's see if it works finally. Perfect. Amazing. Way faster now. So As I said, today, not really opportunities on EU and GU. What Lucas sent was very, very good on GU. I agree with everything. We took internal liquidity, we took Asian highs, looking for sells. However, the sell setup never played out. By this time, probably in 2 hours, I will not be interested in any trade. And I really doubt that in 2 hours we will get to this point and we will also go down again. So I will probably be interested in this tomorrow. Hopefully something like this plays out where we have a nice Asian range right here. And after the Asian range, we manipulate it, reach the supply, or take the liquidity, take more internal liquidity of this high, and then create a change of character to continue to the downside. This is what I'm looking for. Of course, what is the difference? Why we're not just looking at supply? Because price sometimes just likes to take the previous day liquidity in order to continue. So of course, once we reach this supply, I will be interested in the trade. Of course, if we reject it, create a good confirmation, I will enter ready. But I also believe that a strong possibility will be that we take the previous day liquidity and then possibly drop. As a recap, the same. I'm interested in these sells. However, this can play out. It's smaller distance. It's just 12 pips. 12 pips can happen very, very fast in just few minutes. So this is easier that it could happen. Also, let me see if we have some liquidity down there. I need to buy the pro version, as I said already. Perfect. Here, Excel indicator. If you don't have access to the Excel indicator, make sure to have it because it's a very good part of our strategy. Excel indicator is giving us also liquidity down here as possible target for the price to go grab. So we're waiting for this possible entry. Any idea on the Nasdaq? I don't really trade it. I just invest in stocks. Explain a little bit more about change of character. Everything is explained in the course. However, change of character is like very easy to see, I would say. It's just, so before explaining change of character, I would like to make a quick parenthesis. Don't get lost in all the little names that influencers on Instagram, that gurus give to things, change of character, inducement, all of these things. Don't get lost in the names. Just look at how the market moves. We are interested in how the market moves. We're not interested in giving fancy names. I use the name change of character so just that everyone can understand what I'm talking about. But we don't care about the fancy names. We just care about how the market is moving, how the market moves, and what confirmations it's giving us. So basically, change of character happens when we both break to the upside and downside, in this case for a bearish confirmation, and vice versa. This is annoying, and vice versa. We break to the downside and upside for a bullish confirmation. This is right here, change of character. And this is right here, change of character. For sells and buys. Sells right here, buys right here. Now, what happens? The thing that happens most of the times is that we create fake change of characters. And this happens all the time. Every single day we create fake change of characters, fake confirmations that are not holding. Now, this is the easy variation of change of character. Of course, it can look different. We can have just an accumulation. we can have manipulation and then change of character to the upside and vice versa. But the point is that many times, every single day, we see fake change of characters taking place. Now, the reason why this happens is because, well, first of all, so many gurus are just focusing on change of character, and all the people are going crazy with change of character, and they are still not profitable. But the very important thing to keep in mind is that if you're trading against the liquidity, and you need to see the 3.0 course to understand what I'm talking about, if you're trading against the liquidity, then there will probably happen a fake change of character that creates even more liquidity, and after that everyone is taken out. So for example, if we, let's see, if we are doing this, the direction, keep in mind, overall direction on higher time frames is bearish. Okay. Okay, better here, better like this. So it's easier to understand. We grab external liquidity. After grabbing external liquidity, we are going for internal liquidity right here. Okay. Some people maybe think we are bullish. Let's say you didn't get the over direction correctly and you think this is an order block. We reach the order block. And here in this order block, you go on lower time frames, and what happens on lower time frames is actually you go on lower time frames, and on the 1 minute, 3 minutes, whatever, we create a nice change of character. Maybe even this happens, and you want to enter, and you enter your buys, and then what happens is just that we skyrocket through the downside, and we just go through this area. Why? Because we had to grab the external liquidity, which is the liquidity which is being targeted, which is this one, even if we had confirmation. So external liquidity is taken, and if you trade against the overall direction, the overall liquidity, just the confirmation, the change of character doesn't hold at all. My vision on GJ, let's see. Here, for example, I mean, I hope that you're right if you are in the trade. I personally wouldn't enter because we grabbed external liquidity here, and now we went for internal liquidity, and possibly we just continue to the downside. But of course, if you're right, I'm happy. I just wouldn't take the trade. Would you enter GU retracement? I wouldn't enter GU retracement today, but tomorrow I'll be interested in GU. Will signals be sent in Telegram channel? Yes, when I enter a trade, I always send the signal. How can I ask for the Excel indicator? Text me on Telegram or text the support on the website. Could you please give a tip on how many pips should be the stop loss on an order block? It depends. It depends how big is the order block. It depends on the confirmation. It depends. It just depends. It depends. Every setup is different. And gold here is dropping also. What is the lowest time frame to identify good supply and demand zones? Any. It depends how you trade. It depends how you are trading. Depends on your, if you are swing trading, intraday trading. So if you are intraday trading, lowest time frame is the 1 minute, because I usually start from the 2 hours, 1 hour to understand my overall direction, and then And then I work on the way down to the 1 minute, as I'm doing right now. I did it during this lesson. I looked at gold. Well, gold, it was on the daily, but usually, I look at GU, let's say 2 hours, over direction bearish. We are probably going for, oh, we didn't take the external liquidity yet. So it was EU, perfect. EU, that's what I was looking at. Perfect. EU, zooming out. We took external liquidity. We could go for internal liquidity. However, we are very, very bearish. This is why I was preferring sells until a very strong bullish confirmation happens. Then I go on 15 minutes. On the 15 minutes, I have my Asian range. Above the Asian range, there was this supply area right here, and there is also a hidden supply area, which is the one that we actually rejected, which is this one. And now we'll explain about the hidden supply area. Which is exactly that one. So there was a higher supply area right here, which was great. There was a hidden supply area right here, which is the one that we actually rejected. The hidden supply area is basically where this move to the upside starts and then finishes with this wick to the upside. If we go on the 5 minutes, we probably can see it. Yes, perfect. It's this. Is this one. You can see it also from the 15 minutes if you know how to find the hidden supply and demand areas. If not, I will do more lessons about it. However, I talked about it in many live trading sessions. And after reaching it, I go to the 5 minutes. I'm waiting to see what happens. Then I go on the 3 minutes to see the confirmation. If the confirmation happens, I take the trade, but I already explained that today on EU, it wasn't a very good confirmation according to my strategy. I tend to find that I'm entering too many trades. That could be a problem. Try to really just take trades that meet your plan. Sometimes I take 3 trades in a day. Sometimes I take 0. Like yesterday and today, I didn't take a trade. Any trade we should take now, whatever you want, man. Not for me. We will trade whole August. I will not trade for 1 week, not because it's vacation, but because just the market doesn't respect my analysis during the middle of August, because everyone is in vacation, the market is slow and just doesn't hold. I learned it through experience and losing money. So trust me, it's better. How many trades do you take per day? It depends. Depends, sometimes 0, sometimes 3, whatever the market gives me. What's your Instagram? Depends. I have Forex Excel, I have Edward Excel, I have Crypto Excel, I have Investing Excel, where I share about all my investments, my houses, my Rolexes, my real estate investments, Rolex investments, stock market, and so on. Why did you stop trading other pairs? Because because the Asian range and everything that I put together through backtesting and stuff and a lot of other stuff proved me that on these 4 pairs, EURUSD, GBPUSD, gold, and NZD CAD, it works the best. You always say you take 3 trades, but lately you haven't. Why? It's because I didn't find 3 trades in a day. Some people don't understand that you can literally make more money with 1 trade per week rather than 10 trades. You have a 1 to 10, 1 trade, and you make 10%. And you make 10% on a funded account of 200K, and you made 20K in a week. So have you faced a week with 0 trades? No, 0 trades in a week, not really. That doesn't really happen for me. I really like your strategy. It gave me a lot of profit. Well, I'm glad. That's really good to hear. Can you give a quick explanation of the Excel indicator? Please look at the tutorial, and then if you have questions, I will cover it during next live trading. What are the 4 pairs you mentioned? These: gold, USD, GBPUSD, and ZDCAD. All right. Perfect. Is there any more questions? Otherwise, this is first live trading that we are back. Keep in mind that if we have opportunities during live trading, I actually send the signal. So that's it. What do you think about Bitcoin? Keep in mind that for my investments and for cryptos, you must follow Crypto Excel on Instagram. And if you want to know about real estate, stocks, watches, and gold investments, and so on, you follow Investing Excel. Just to make you understand, on Crypto Excel, of course, is our whole crypto journey with also intraday signals included in the Discord with stop loss and take profit, and long-term entries for Bitcoin, for anything that we're buying, Bitcoin or altcoins that we're buying, we give our long-term entries. And on Investing Excel, I share my knowledge on stocks, real estate, watches, gold, and any type of investment which can be used. I currently own 4 houses and 1 office. The office is for personal use, while the houses are to rent out as an investment. By the way, the office will be used as the trading floor for all the people that have the funding accelerated program. They can come and they can use the trading floor. That will be very, very exciting. They can trade, and I'll be on the trading floor personally. So it will be very, very exciting. And other than that, on Investing Excel, just, about my houses and how to invest in real estate in general, because we're finding, usually the real estate market gives like about around 7% return, and I'm finding deals that are giving me at least 18% return per year. Stocks, we have a stock automatic calculator that basically finds if a stock is good to buy or not, and it's all automatic. And we also give included the gold algorithm on Investing Excel. So it's very, very, that trades on its own. It's for the long term, trades automatically. You don't have to do anything. So it's very interesting, I would say, on Investing Excel, our journey. In case you are interested, I'm not telling you to buy, but I'm telling you to check it out for sure, to check out the Wealth Club for sure, because I believe, like, personally, the tools that we are sharing here in the Wealth Club, to me, they are making me thousands of euros per month, just because, on investments, we are not playing. When you invest money, you want to make a good investment. And if you make a good investment, you just make money with the investment. And as I said, we have this the stock automatic calculator that tells you if it's a good stock to buy in that exact moment or not. We have, well, differentiation of investments, but if you want, we give alerts. I share all my investments. We have the automatic calculator also for real estate. So in case anyone, wants to invest in real estate, the calculator calculates automatically if it's a good deal or not. And if the result says that it's a good deal, it is a good deal. Like, there is no way that it's incorrect. Then we have courses for education. We just did a webinar with the co-founder of Bitmonth, and which is recorded and you can see it. He teaches how to find good NFT projects. Lifetime access to the Excel algo, which trades automatically. It trades gold and it trades automatically. You don't have to do anything. And soon we will also share how to trade watches, how to buy and trade watches in a couple of weeks and make good returns in a couple of weeks. So for example, you buy a watch for, I don't know, 500 and you sell it for 700 later. But of course, you need to know how to do it and which watches to buy. Is the Funding Accelerator program for lifetime or just 2 months? Is for lifetime, but of course, you will get some things for lifetime, but of course, the one-on-one lessons are only the ones that are included. The Excel trading office is located in Las Palmas. Let me show you. Yeah, Las Palmas de Gran Canaria, which is in the Canary Islands, which is part of Spain. I moved here a couple of years ago. I'm from Italy. I moved here a couple of years ago, but you know, Canary Islands are a very good destination close to Europe, and it's basically summer all year. Whether you come in December, in January, it's basically summer, so it's very good. And office is here, 1 minute from the beach. I actually show you where it is. Let me show you. Office is basically here, right here. And from the door of the office, you see the beach right here. Great. Perfect. For any question, make sure to contact me. Gold is on the move in the meantime. Beautiful location. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I wasn't planning on buying an office soon, but when I found this one and it was super close to the beach and just a beautiful office, then I just went with it. So thank you. With that being said, I hope you liked the live trading, and I'll see you next time.